Welcome to my house where I'm currently renovating my basement. In my previous update I started demolishing, and since then I have tried around 500 ways of removing the plastic paint from the walls. And in this episode I try a few more. I want the basement to be able to breathe, so I have thought a lot about what materials to use, while also thinking about keeping it cheap, good for the planet and doable for me. In this video I realize I have some problems with damp walls and I get slightly demotivated. To give myself a break, I took the opportunity to build a shelf for my hallway. It was a few days since I did the lime render on the walls, and I'm realizing now that I'm looking at it, I probably have a bit of a damp problem in the walls because there's yellow sort of areas. I would assume that means I need to drain around the house, which is not possible at the moment because the ground is frozen, obviously, but it makes me a bit unsure how to proceed. I'm not that unsure because I'm going to proceed with the other walls for now, but with this I'm not sure. Så, ja. Oj, stod där. Ja, ja. I really like this old lamp. Someone commented I should keep it, and I do agree. But I'm also very glad I took it down now. Look at it. I think it was like minutes away from a power out because there was like exposed cables within the whole thing. Oopsie. So we'll see if I can get this to work with new cables. Oh, the price tag is still on there. It cost 7 kronor and 25 öre. Daniel is coming today and he's bringing one of those like hammer drills. I guess I could take this off now. Ow! Hopefully I don't need to be in my own machine. But yeah, I'll work up until then, see what I get done. The wall from yesterday looks pretty good. If you want to know how to do this, don't watch my channel. I'm not doing anything by the book right now, I feel. That's okay. Just my little house. I am doing a little DIY shelving unit for my hallway because it's been quite chaotic for some time. Shouldn't be too difficult, I hope. Putting on my best work gloves. That didn't quite work out the way that I wanted. Since I've already ruined it, I might as well give it a shot with a smaller drill bit and then maybe go bigger and see if that works. Not that successful, unfortunately. I'm realizing it's because I have the grain going this direction, so it just splits here. So I think in order to do this, I would need to get a piece of wood with the grain going in the other direction. Rookie mistake, I guess. Okay, not the prettiest split. Move these files. La 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 la. Okay, it's pretty heavy. Okay. Ja men åh, kolla. Oh, how wonderful. Never mind my little plastering job that I need to do. I just really want to see how this is going to turn out. Oh, vad roligt. This last bit of paint is so stuck to the wall. I think it is because there's concrete beneath. So the last thing I'm gonna try is just going with a regular sander. Not even the angle grinder could get it. So we'll see if that works, and if not, I'll just have to leave that as well, I guess. I just cannot be bothered to remove any more paint right now. I don't know how many hours I have spent, Daniel has spent, Moa has been here to help. I mean, it would have been nice to get rid of all the plastic paint, but yeah, it's just impossible. So now I'm just hoping to cover it up instead. It's like this constant balance of like what materials to use for the basement and things like that. I'm also doing this on like a zero budget, so, well, not zero but a very small budget, so I also want to use the materials that I already have. I'm out of lime mortar, but I did have wall filler left over, so why not use that? Yeah. Oh, the red walls, I hate you. Oh. Yeah. I gotta admit that I'm not super duper excited about continuing down here. It's a combination of things not really turning out the way that I want to. Yeah, it's not drying the way that I was expecting. Everything seems a little bit moist. And not knowing what to do about the moisture problem in the walls also kind of bothers me a little bit. I had intended to render this wall again. That one. But it hasn't dried yet, and it's been almost 1 week. So I'm gonna hold off on that. So I keep having to reprioritize down here. So it's basically the basement deciding and not me. I'm gonna do what I can do, and one thing that I will do today is repaint the ceiling. I don't think it was ever white. I hope it wasn't ever white, because this is white and this is not white. Yeah, that's also one thing that keeps me not motivated, is when things don't look nice when I'm done with them. Then I'm kind of like, boo. Of course, now I feel like I should also plaster the ceiling. I keep thinking it's a basement, but I'm also thinking I want it to look nice. So I'm gonna plaster it, just a little bit. I guess I can't paint this ceiling today. That was my own fault. So in the meantime I'll tackle this door, which I thought I would just paint in a different color. Okay, sorry door. And as with anything down here, I'm just gonna see whatever I have on the shelf in there in terms of paint. Oh, heck. Oh. Wow. Time to put the door back up. Quite exciting. I think it would be nice with some kind of handle on it, so I'm gonna go out to my shed and see if I have something there laying around. Super exciting. Okay, it doesn't close. Was it always like that? Yeah, probably. Wow! That looks good, I think. I'm really happy about that actually. A little bit silly, but just as soon as it starts to feel a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, I'm also more pleased. I think that's everything for this update. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. And by then I might have painted my ceiling. Oh god, oh god. Yeah. Peace out.